So we're going out here to check out the latest supercharger here installed in Richmond, British Columbia. We now have 3 supercharger locations in Richmond. This is the largest supercharger installation in Canada. There are 40 250 kilowatt chargers here up on the top floor of the parking or parkade. So the first installation of superchargers in Richmond was at Richmond Center. So there's 20 150 kilowatt chargers there. Last year or early this year, they opened up another one down on Steveston Highway at Ironwood Mall. That one has 8 250 kilowatt chargers. And just a few days ago, they opened this one up here on Alderbridge or Garden City. I'm not sure exactly what the location is called, but there are 40, count them, 40 superchargers there. They're all 250 kilowatt. That's just amazing. If we count the number of superchargers here in Richmond right now, so we have 68 superchargers here at 3 locations in Richmond here. That's just amazing. They really do need to add a few more superchargers in the Vancouver-Burnaby area. Looks like currently there's 39 of the 40 available.
Alexandra Road.
So I haven't been to this location yet, so I'm not sure exactly where to find it. Hopefully the mapping system guides us to it.
Now your destination is on the right.
Okay, so we're gonna go here inside. Are there any signs? So there's a sign right there that says Superchargers. Parking is to the left, so we'll go ahead and follow this. And there we do. We got some signs right there. It says, so hopefully I'll pick that up. Isn't that pretty cool? It's got Tesla Superchargers, top level. We'll go up there. Look at that shot. Okay, so I'm out here at the brand new supercharger here in Richmond. It's on Garden City, I believe, in Alderbridge. There are 40 250 kilowatt superchargers here. This is the largest currently in Canada, and it's just amazing. Now, I did look at some of the pricing here. So the pricing at Garden City, it is straight up 22 cents a kilowatt. That's just amazing. I know we're privileged here in British Columbia, especially down in the Lower Mainland here, because our charge rates go from a low of 10 cents per kilowatt all the way up to, and again, not very high, 33 cents per kilowatt. I know once you get out of the Lower Mainland, it's 48 cents on average per kilowatt in British Columbia, and I know in Ontario they just got hit up with a brand new increase in their charging, and I think it even goes up to high 60s, might even be like 70 kilowatt or 70 cents a kilowatt, which is, to me, that's just outrageous. It's just not necessary. I'm not sure what is actually happening with these charging rates, but I know here in the Lower Mainland, it's definitely a benefit to charge. Again, a good example is in Ladner, it's 10 cents no matter when you go there. So if you're in phase 1 BC Hydro charging, it's going to cost you 10 cents. So because I go into phase 2, it's actually 15 cents per kilowatt hour. It's cheaper to charge at a supercharger than it is to charge at home. And so even my local one down in South Surrey, let's see what that is, it's 22 cents. You know, to have the benefit of being able to charge quickly, it's just amazing at 22 cents again compared to 15 cents having to charge. Now, it is beneficial to charge at home, but let's look at another stat that I just want to point out. So again, Richmond has the largest supercharger with 40 stalls. The next largest right now, I think, is Hope, which has 24 stalls. I think there's a 32 coming in somewhere in Ontario. But just in the Lower Mainland here, so from West Vancouver out to Maple Ridge, we have currently 17, that is 17 supercharger locations, with 5 of them in Surrey. And the total number of individual stalls for charging, we've got some 50 72 kilowatt ones. Those are one of the first locations downtown Vancouver. Again, they really do need to update the charging network in Burnaby and Vancouver. Then we've got 32 V2s, which are up to 150 kilowatts. And then all the new ones being deployed currently for the past year and a half, 2 years, they've all been version 3. Those are 250 kilowatt chargers. And we've got 176, again, 176 supercharger stalls in the Lower Mainland at 17 different locations. We're just rocking it here in Vancouver, or in the Lower Mainland. Again, Vancouver really needs to have some in South Vancouver. Burnaby needs a couple. I think if we could get one out in like Scott Road and Delta somewhere, that would be amazing for those people out in the Surrey Delta area. But anyway, I'm going to take a couple pictures of this, show you it. But I just wanted to highlight how this Tesla supercharging network is just kicking butt here in British Columbia, and again, specifically in the Lower Mainland. If I count up all these, we're looking at like over 250 charging stalls for Tesla, and at some time in the future, they'll be available to other manufacturers. But tell me who else is putting out 250 chargers. I don't think you could count all of the ones in the Lower Mainland outside of level 2. So all like fast chargers, BC Hydro or whatever. Nobody's got 250. Be lucky if there's 100. Anyway, we're going to take a couple pictures here. I'm really happy with this location. And again, let's hope we get some more charging networks here in the Lower Mainland that are actually kicking up. Because I do know my buddy has an EV6 and he has a tough time finding chargers. And when he talks about fast chargers, he's talking 50 kilowatt, 65 kilowatt. There's a few Petrocan here and there. There's a few Chevron with the battery one. They're usually, because they're still free, they're pretty well useless to most people. And then you've got other ones, but count them up. I maybe one day I'll count them all up, but right now 250 and counting here. We've got 2 new locations that are tentative coming. They're on the Tesla map. One is Vancouver, and then Coquitlam's getting one. And they're needed out there. They probably could use 2. So if you're new to Tesla and you're thinking about purchasing a Tesla Model 3 or Y, I've got my referral code down in the description. Go ahead, click on that link. It'll save you $500. Right now they're offering you 3 months of full self-driving. I put full self-driving on my car for 3 months just to see what it's like.